Hey everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, also smash the like button. Guys, Bitcoin jumped 5% today. It's back over 7,300. Market looking pretty good here, green across the board because we know the market currently is joined at the hip with Bitcoin and moves with Bitcoin. There hasn't been any decoupling. So right now, Bitcoin at $7,320. And the reason could be many factors, but I think the strongest reason that many people are talking about is the growing tension in the in the Middle East between the U.S. and Iran, where a Iranian military commander was killed by a U.S. drone strike, and people are saying that because of the tensions and the looming possibility of war, they're moving their funds to Bitcoin and of course crypto. So that's why we saw the jump. Now, it's hard to tell what really drove the price up because there is manipulation in the market. But one fact, because I'm always about the fact, is that Bitcoin started selling very high in Iran specifically. So it started selling for $24,000 US. And that is the equivalent of 1 billion Iranian rials. And this is based on the LocalBitcoins, which is a peer-to-peer where folks started selling the Bitcoins for a much higher premium. So just some little breadcrumbs here, right, that could give an insight into why the price jumped, but we can't 100% put it on this because there could be other factors as well, because today was also the proof of keys movement. So some people are saying maybe the exchanges started pumping the price up, but who knows, right, guys? But it's not far-fetched to think that if there's growing economic and war issues and whatever it may be, people are going to move to a more safe haven in Bitcoin, which is digital gold. And Bitcoin is not, of course, tied to the regular economic and other assets, like gold and silver and so forth. It's in its own realm, so to speak, being global. So that's just my thoughts on it. I wanted to let you guys know that this is, what's been making the news cycles, and they're, making the correlation between the Iranian tensions there and but the fact is, on LocalBitcoins, this is what it's going for. So very interesting. Moving ahead here, Bitcoin can hit $50,000 in 2020 very easily, Nexo CEO tells Bloomberg. So a very bullish outlook, and I hope it does hit 50,000, and because we know the market moves with it, and if it hits 50,000, I will be cashing out some for sure. Not financial or investment advice, of course. So this is what he said in a interview today with Bloomberg. He said here, it's been an incredible asset uncorrelated to the overall market, he told the network. His name is, let me make sure I don't butcher it here, Antoni Trenchev. Hope I pronounced that correctly. He added that Bitcoin's journey to $20,000 was reminiscent of the German hyperinflation after the First World War. It delivers systematic asymmetric returns, and the only thing that we have seen close to anything like this has been the rise of the US dollar against the German papier mark, if I'm saying that right, in the 1920s. Asked how much Bitcoin / USD could go this higher, he predicted $50,000 in line with CNBC host Joe Kernan, who last July said the pair would hit $55,000 around the time of Bitcoin's May 2020 block reward halving. I hope they are both right, guys, because I want to make money as you do, and but it's hard to predict the future. And I certainly think that it's very possible. It's more likely it can hit 50 versus 100, right, this year. But maybe somewhere in the middle, right? If I was to trust my gut, I would say somewhere in the middle. Maybe it's at 30, right? 10K above its all-time high of near 20, but not that close to 50. Now, once again, I want 50, but I'm just thinking realistically. But let's see what happens. Let's see how the halving goes. I'm certainly expecting the market to be more bullish this year, and I'm hoping that those other big services like your Fidelity, TD Ameritrade start marketing to mainstream and more people get into the market. And also a big factor, what we've talked about on this channel, it's the launch of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, which will further validate cryptocurrencies and the disruption crypto is causing which is having all these central bankers scrambling to try to build their own digital fiat, right? We talked about the Chinese yuan. They're possibly going to launch this year. They're going to be the first mover. And guys, we got the European Central Bank today tweeted out a working paper, Tiered CBDC and the Financial System. See where we're at, guys? Man, it's amazing to see these things unfold. And here it is. Full breakdown. Obviously, I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but they start talking about central bank digital currencies and, of course, reference crypto. And we've seen in the past on the European Central Bank's website, they talk about cryptocurrencies. They mention Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and so forth. Trends and implications. They are scared, guys. They are worried. And the good thing is that, I hold Bitcoin, I hold Ethereum, and I hold XRP. I personally diversify. I believe both Bitcoin and XRP will do well. And we know Ripple is working with the European Central Bank. Here, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, this is a tweet from earlier in 2019, May 2019. Great to see the European Central Bank come out with a clear point of view on crypto assets, notably that XRP is recognized as one of the most important in terms of usage, market cap, and business model diversity. I'm just going to leave it right there, guys. Like I said, Ripple and the ECB, the European Central Bank, are working together. And we know that, all of these central banks, once they move their fiat to digital format, you're still going to have the problems they're having right now. No interoperability. You need a bridge asset. And I believe that will be XRP. My opinion from my own research, do your own research. Don't just listen to FUD, research it, read it up, look at what, step out of the crypto bubble. Sometimes people are in a bubble of crypto like down with banks and down with this, but what is actually happening in reality, in the real world? Step out of it and read up. What are these central banks doing? Who's working with who's investing in what's being built? And think about it. You really put your thinking cap on and think about it. And that's why I'm diversifying. I'm not saying that you should just invest in XRP alone. No, I invest in Bitcoin because I believe Bitcoin's going to do well. I invest in Ethereum because I believe Ethereum is going to do well. I think each of those, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, have each of their own different use cases. Bitcoin more of the store of value. Ethereum is more of the decentralized financial DeFi, right? And smart contracts, and XRP, the bridge assets for cross-border payments and as well as micropayments on the web. And I, invest in other things like VeChain as well. I'm bullish on VeChain. With the partnerships they have. So hope you guys understand. I'm not a maximalist for anything. I'm a factual investor. I diversify. I look at things from a real-world perspective and an adoption and disruptive perspective, and I make my decisions accordingly. So, guys, interesting things here. What do you think? Do you think the price jump here was based on the Iranian-U.S. tensions, possible looming war? Who knows? And what do you think about the Nexo CEO's prediction of 50,000 this year? Could be possible. And the European Central Bank here, CBDCs are on the way, guys. It will further validate crypto and I believe impact the growth of crypto because it's going to spread knowledge to people throughout the world of, this crypto thing is real. The technology is real. These banks are starting to copy it now. I think all these things here coupled together will really help drive the market up, and we got to be patient. So guys, what do you think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. Thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.